Welcome to my channel. This is Destined to Love Tarot. I'm here bringing you all your daily soulmate, twin flame, karmic partner, general love reading. This is for December the 5th of 2018. Keep in mind this is a general reading. If you need a more personal reading to give some guidance and insight into your own personal love relationships, all of my information is listed below in the description box. Don't forget, always leave a comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. You all know I greatly appreciate it. So it looks like today within everyone's love life and with their love interests, looks like a lot of endings. Some cycles are ending. We have some tens here, quite a few tens here. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. So definitely putting into some old cycles of burden, feeling burdened down and weighed down and carrying too much on our shoulders. There could have been some dramatic, toxic endings as well. This could be some energies of, this could have already occurred, or this could be some things taking place in today's energy. But however, this is what's showing up here today. And so it looks like you are just putting the past behind and laying down those wands and closing out some cycles, having a rebirth, feeling renewed, and trying to create some brand new realities within your lives. You know, trying to master your own universe at this time, trying to bring your fruitions to the surface here in your reality. But now we do have a Tower card here. Looks like you all could have some very unexpected things show up in your life that could have caused this, you know, like I said, this is energy that could have previously occurred. So there could have been some Tower moments where the universe stepped in and brought all of these things to an end so that you could realize that you have the ability to create your own reality. But there's definitely a Tower moment that has taken place for you all, and it's kind of a wake-up call as well. You know, we're just needing to close out things and get rid of things that are no longer serving us. And if you're not doing it, the universe will send the Tower in to remove those things. And as well for you all's love interest, be it a soulmate, twin flame, karmic partner, however you label your connection. But I do see soulmate, twin flame energy here. And they are, again, as well, being called to walk away from things that are no longer serving them, that have been maybe holding them back from their journey, and closing out old cycles. It's time to closing out old karmic debts as well. But I feel like as well, you all's love interest is definitely in hermit mode right now. Maybe they're not really communicating how they're feeling today, or have not in general been communicating what they're going through and trying to deal with. But it does look like this individual has been dealing with a lot, has been doing a lot of self-reflecting. This is also someone doing a lot of shadow work, clearing out old beliefs and thought patterns that are no longer serving them. But as well, like I said, letting go of things that are hindering their soul's growth, that are no longer needed at this time on their journey. And as well, I feel like a lot of them could be going through the dark night of the soul, and so there's a lot of changes. And then we have that Two of Swords. So it looks like they may have been refusing to see and refusing to walk away from some things that they needed to walk away from. And we know it was involving a love situation. But it looks like there was a decision that they really needed to make. And they weren't making it because of that Two of Swords there, but now they have been going within themselves, and you know, just having that self-reflection time, that time to pause and go within, and they're beginning to see, have more clarity on the steps they need to take and what they need to do. And so they could begin to take action here and make the decision that they need to make, and walk away from old karmic situations that are no longer serving their higher good. But now, as I see here, like I said, there is not a lot of communication. There is minimal to no communication communication possibly, or just that they're just not communicating their emotions. Maybe you as well have decided that you're not going to communicate any emotions at this time, because of the things of the past, and or because they're not, so you're not. And so there's not a lot of emotional communication, kind of a pause as well. Maybe today they just won't be you all won't be communicating a lot today, but laying those burdens down and resorting to making a decision. You know, you all have made a decision within your love connection, and because you're feeling stronger within yourselves because of a lot of healing that is taking place, and so you all will begin to have that inner strength to make the decisions and choices that are needed to make. But like I was saying, the person that you're dealing with, they could be feeling, you know, a lot of regret and sorrow or guilt, and or wanting to apologize for some things of the past. Maybe there was an argument or a fight or some conflict that has occurred, and they are just feeling very bad about it. And this could be you as well, maybe feeling bad about the argument. Everyone involved would be feeling bad about the argument, but we need to see those other cups and don't dwell so much on the past, and you know, focus on what we have in front of us, because there's definitely dwelling on this argument that have occurred and not communicating about it. But I feel like definitely there's a desire to communicate and apologize. Looks like as well, there could be some secrets being revealed. There has been some deception and lies and deceit here. And this is probably what has caused this argument here, this conflict. That could have been this Tower moment. These lies were surfaced or come to the surface and has really taken you by surprise. And so that's why there's no communication here, because of these lies. Yes, there was definitely some lies that came out in there that caused an argument or conflict. And also, I feel like as well, these cards could speak to someone doing some shadow work, just going within themselves and learning to trust their intuition and their spirit guides, and getting through this shadow work that is definitely needed at this time. And so just staying to themselves, because we do see they're in a hermit mode. For some of you, like I said, your person could just be in hermit mode and doing a lot of shadow work. But as we, I definitely see where there was some deceit and lies that came out, and you know, or this is someone that is still keeping secrets about something that they need to walk away from, and they're not coming clean about it. But I feel like even if this is someone that's not coming clean about something, they will eventually, because again here we have rest and rejuvenation goes right along with that Four of Swords. So I do feel like today everyone is in the energy of just being to themselves and really thinking about the future and what they want, and kind of really is going over the things that happened in the past and trying to figure out how to move forward. Action, because we do see that Knight of Swords. So I do feel like this person is trying to make a decision to come in with an apology. So we do have the action card here. So for some of you, that could be possible. They may contact you and reach out to you. The man holding the heart as well speaks of all of the emotions and love that you all have for one another, and that there's still a lot of love in this connection. The thinking man, and emotions are running high as well, so that's a reason for all of the actions that are being taken at this time. The thinking man and the sun. So again, like I said, a lot of people are spending time within themselves, self-reflecting and just going over things, thinking and strategizing about their future and what they really want. And I feel like those thoughts are geared more towards wanting that success with one another, wanting to get back into a more happy, stable place with one another, wanting to feel that joy and peace again. Definitely a lot of love. I feel like some of you could be dealing with some air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do see some Leo and Aries, Sagittarius energy as well. But however, and also there's a lot of passion as well. Even though we see some conflict and feeling guilt and sorry, I feel like for some of you, you all share a very special bond, because as you look at this Lovers card and that sexual union, I definitely feel like you all have a very special bond, and it gets even deeper and deepens when you are physically connected and in physical contact with one another. You all begin to feel as one and balanced, and that's when you all understand each other the most, when you're able to just have that physical contact with one another. And then we also have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And so just doing away with any guilt or blame or whatever, and understanding that every choice just changes the journey, but the destination is always unconditional love, and understanding that these challenges are needed because they helps the soul grow. I do as well. We have the Two of Cups here and the Seven of Coins. So I feel like eventually you all could come into contact or go out on a date or just have a conversation. But you all could come back together because again, we do see there is a pause and thinking over things. But this is definitely something that you both have been waiting for and desiring. You want to come back into union. Definitely a lot of soulmate, twin flame energy here. But wanting to come back into union with one another, because as well we have the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles. You all want that marriage, that commitment, that family, that happy life, balanced life with prosperity and abundance. And you all can have that long-term committed relationship. You all are desiring that, even after this time of lies and deception, because as well we do have some more cards over here speaking of some deceit, and some people walked away because we do see that Eight of Cups. They walked away because of some lies and they're not communicating. But you all do have the potential, because these are future potential outcomes here. So you all can get past this and through this and heal. But it looks like today's energy, you are just trying to walk away from that deceit and all of those old feelings and move towards a more abundant state. And here with the Door to Spirit card, this is the spirit guides, guardian angels, all of those orbs in the universe. They're trying to help this connection here and guide you, because this is a divine connection and this is a divine intervention here. This is the universe shining its light down onto you all and this connection. They're trying to guide you all away from the past. Leave the past behind. Get out of this sadness, sorrow, having this pity party and crying over spilled milk. We're trying to guide you all and move you on to a more abundance state within your love life, within your life in general. Their spirit is trying to help you all to feel more abundant within this connection and within life, period. Your spirit guides want you to be happy and have joy. We have the Joy card here. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So spirit is saying to you all, have fun here. Look at the lighter side. Stop stressing and worrying over this Tower moment, these lies and all of that happened. It's time to walk away from that. And then we have humility and integrity. And again, we know people may not have been acting in the best of actions, but like the other card said, there is no right or wrong. So we're not going to cast any judgment. We'll just take these experiences, learn from them, and move forward. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So respect everybody's own individual journeys. Integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. So again, another card saying take action towards that love that you so desire. Find that strength, that inner strength to do what you want, you know, to take control of your reality. Demonstrate integrity. Have, long as you're being truthful and honest, and you can create and manifest the type of love that you want within your life, because that's the energy you'll be putting out, honesty and truth. And so that is all that will come back to you, is what you're putting out, that honesty and truth. Ownership and loyalty. Again, these are challenges, and so the challenge is taking ownership and being loyal to this connection, loyal to yourself and your own path. Being consistent as well, but again, everyone needs to take ownership of their own actions. Everyone may have done something that was not the best thing to possibly do during this connection or this time of challenge. And so just take ownership for your part. Everyone take ownership for what they have done and move past it. No need to blame anyone for anything. Take ownership of your own reality. We are the co-creators of our own reality, and so we don't need to be in a victim mentality and feeling like life is happening to us. Take ownership for our own lives. And loyalty. Remain loyal to yourself first and foremost. Self-love, self-worth. Know your worth and be loyal to yourself, and stand up for your beliefs, and be devoted to your own, your soul's growth, but as well to this connection, and being consistent as well. Let's clarify a few of the cards here for you all before we go, and see is there any more messages here. Barrier is clarifying that 10 of Wands. So like I said, you're ready to lay those wands down and get past any barriers and burdens that have been holding you all back. Commitment. I wanted to clarify the 10 of Swords. So for me, with that commitment card there, saying you have gone through a rebirth, an awakening here, feeling more, letting all of that drama of the past go, ending that cycle, and there's a rebirth and awakening and mental clarity now. All of those dramas have come to an end, and now you work past those barriers, and now you're just, and as well for some of you, you have that rebirth, and so ready to create a new commitment here. And then again, for some of you, this could be you have, again, that's a 10 of Swords, a commitment that came to an end as well. Magician card. See, like I said, closing out an old cycle in a commitment, and having that rebirth, and ready to feeling more awakened. Had that rebirth, now you're more awakened, and you're ready to take control and master your reality. You now realize that you have the power to create your own reality because you are more awakened. Conclusion. Yes, so that Tower moment caused the conclusion. It brought something, old cycles, to an end that needed to end, and again made you able to have that awakening. So definitely that Tower moment brought some old cycles to an end. Devotion. So again, here, your love interest, your soulmate, your twin flame, they understand the connection that you have, and they love you just as much as you them, and they are devoted to this connection. Whoa, we have offer. So this person here is wanting to come in with an offer. That Knight of Swords, we know that Knight of Swords is rushing in. So they're devoted. They made a decision that they're devoted to this connection, and they want to come in with an offer, and that offer is falling right below the commitment. So again, you all are having that rebirth and that awakening, and are getting closer to presenting offers to one another. So they're walking away from old things. Again, yep, walked away from those old things that weren't serving them, and now they're having that balance back, balancing the scales. Walked away and feeling more balanced and devoted and ready to present an offer. Yep, so that Hermit card there and that Two of Swords, they did go within themselves and make that decision because they're ready for a new direction. They have gone within themselves, searched their soul, and is ready for a brand new direction. solitude here. So they found that strength during that time of solitude, during that hermit mode. Definitely found their strength, their inner strength. And again, as well, for some of you, it could be saying that right now, again, like I said, they're going through this awakening. Everyone's beginning awakening. Some old cycles are ending and wanting new beginnings, but maybe just not taking those steps as of yet. They're thinking about, they want to take this action, because that is a source. So those are thoughts. They're thinking about their devotion and wanting to take action, but maybe right now they could still be in that pause, because that solitude is falling next to that Four of Swords. And then we have abandon. So clarifying that Four of Swords. So again, still could be feeling some feelings of abandonment, just because they're not expressing that they want this offer, you know, this commitment and this offer, because you want the commitment, they want to give an offer, but then there's no one communicating that. And again, like I said, there's a pause. So like I said, definitely a pause here. I feel like people are just afraid to really express how they're feeling and what they're wanting, give apologies where needed. And again, this card, speaking of people dwelling on the past, get out of that past and stop dwelling on that past, and then you all can come out of that time of pause. But there's definitely a pause. Then we have spring. I wanted to clarify the Five of Wands. So again, like I said, maybe this new direction is coming more closer to the warmer months in the spring. Maybe you all will begin to start that new cycle with one another. So I hope you all found this helpful and insightful. If you did, leave a comment below. Let me know. Like, share, and subscribe. You all know I appreciate it. See you all soon.